Welcome to the 5th and final episode of Set It Off Soundbites. The question is, what song are you most excited for fans to hear off of Duality, and why? Speaking of why, I have to say that the one I'm most excited for fans to hear has got to be Why Worry. It's one of my favorites on the record for sure. It's in a style that we've never really written in before. I always loved gospel music. I've always loved Michael Jackson, and those were two definite inspirations in writing this song. On top of that, I know that the verses are really dark, and we were really inspired by theatrical, musical theater, Phantom of the Opera sort of style. So mixing those three things together was just kind of insane in general. And it was actually the first song that we ever wrote with Brandon, which was a really cool coincidence, knowing that that's now the first one that's going to be released. I got to play some clarinet on that, Dan played some trumpet, Matt played a ton of other horns. It's intense, it's an intense song. There's so much going on all the time, and that in the bridge I got to do our first R&B breakdown bridge, which I've always wanted to do. There's a lot to look forward to in that song. And I think the message is a really positive message. I was going through a really rough time. I really do feel like when I'm writing songs that I'm giving myself advice. This is actually advice my mom would always give me. Anytime I'd be worried about something well, this performance is coming up for clarinet and I'm really nervous about it. I was like, okay, well, is worrying helping anything? No, okay, then stop. And so it was probably one of the best pieces of advice I've ever received. And I'm hoping that I can take the advice and so can you when you hear it. But yeah, that's it for Set It Off Soundbites for now. I hope you have enjoyed these little tidbits of information, and look out for Duality. Hope you enjoy it.